Oh, bonjour and welcome back, fine patron. Come to view this week's menu? Well, it is not ready, but why don't I tell you of last week's menu? For the starter, Barnabus, Leo, and myself found ourselves lost without our companions, Artemis trapped, and Snøfrid gone. But we leapt into action to save the friend we could. Our main course consisted of Artemis learning of a green hag on the outskirts of the city, towards the Ashland Wastes, who can revive our dead companion. Finally, for dessert, Artemis tasted the sweet smell of freedom as she escaped as a rat after talking to a particularly interesting plant. Of course, she did not help without a little help from the rest of us dressed as janitors. Let us hope it is not too late for our dear friend, Snøfrid.
Welcome back to the Jester's Court. My name is Casey Reardon. I am your Dungeon Master, and joining me today, as always, we have Rachel Kordell.
Artemis, Alwyn, Kroft with one hair away from getting their friend back.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
Very clever.
there you go.
Thank you.
We have Sky Swanson.
Renald DuCane serving croque au vin served over egg noodles with a heated baguette.
Always got to have that baguette.
Always gotta have the baguette.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best bread. Wow. The disrespect I get in this.
We have Andrew Frost.
I play Abbott and Costello. It's funny because I think isn't Costello's first name just Lou, so I could have just went Leo Costello instead, but nah.
No,
we went for
that
the
was
stretch.
perfect. That was so
good.
stupid. I loved it.
Thanks, Bubba.
We have Seth Coveyou.
I play Barnabus Fletch, the teenage wizard heartthrob, and one impossible wizard tears portal in time. It tears portal in time. Wizard tears portal in time. Time. Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the Jester's Court. My name is Seth Coveyou. I am your dungeon master, and joining me today, as always, is Rachel Kordell.
What?
We have Sky Swanson.
My nose is bleeding everywhere.
Ah, that's so funny, Sky. We have Andrew Frost.
Hey, I play Krug, the rock monster. How we doing?
That's so great. And we have Jonas Tintenseher.
Do we?
Okay, great. And last but not least, we have Casey Reardon.
Oh my god.
I play
Gorp
the Goblin.
One of these days, I'll get your name right, Casey. I'm sorry.
That's okay, man. It's a toughie.
Okay, we're back in the regular time zone.
Did you guys plan that?
My nose is still bleeding.
I just vomited a lot of black liquid. Should I cost
That
that?
was beautiful.
Anyone getting like really weird deja vu?
Oh, it's moving. Never
A
mind.
little bit.
What are you guys talking about? You guys all
What?
blacked out for a second there.
And hopefully this time we have Jonas Tintenseher.
Snøfrid of Åsbrush. Eh? Oh, you thought I was going to make a dead horse joke, didn't you?
Oh, that's what they said when they hit the pavement.
I don't think
I don't
this.
think they said much of anything.
I don't think Rokuul is paved. I think it's cobblestones at best.
You're right.
It's all wood chips.
Which it's
It's all
mulch.
wood chips. Oh god.
Oh my, that's dark. Oh.
They just buried you in the spot you died.
You know how if an egg falls out of a tree into grass, it probably doesn't break? That does not work with centaurs.
Oh no, the eyes are moving.
That doesn't work with centaurs. You know that feeling? You know that experiment in high school where you drop a horse off of a 3-story building?
Where are we in
Didn't work
the
What
with
is
timeline again?
happening? What is happening?
What's wrong?
I'm so confused.
We're back to normal, Rachel. If you can't keep up, that's on you.
Okay.
All right, well,
Oh man.
we last left our party just getting out of the precinct where Artemis was being held and everybody safely made their way out without being caught.
Right.
I guess some of you were definitely noticed, but I guess that was kind of the point.
Yes.
A little bit. Yeah.
That's where we are. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Hello.
Hello.
I'm a mouse.
You're a mouse. You're on my shoulder.
On a shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You having fun up there? Having a
We
good
all
time?
jumped out a window.
Yeah.
We just go to the forest now?
Oh, yeah. Are we just leaving? Like, what are we doing? I'm on your
I don't
shoulder.
know.
I'm
Just
not in
leaving.
control of
We
my
walk-
Your
movement.
world, I just run it.
We
Oh, yeah.
walk proudly out of the city.
We had a meetup spot that was just the barn again.
I don't know. Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's do that. I roll perception to find them. I have a
take us
minus
right there,
2.
'cause
I
my
won't give
background.
myself. I got a 5 total.
All right,
Oh.
Renald, you get lost in the big city.
Oh, no.
You gotta make a new character,
Who's ready
Bubba.
for a
Oh,
new campaign?
boy.
Renald in the big city.
Opens
I
his
rolled
own
a-
restaurant. It's a whole thing.
I rolled an 18 perception check. Do I find our lost boy?
Yeah,
my
you
God.
find him.
You
Okay,
find
I
me
get-
assistant to the greatest fashion designer in the city.
Was that the one that killed a girl's mom with Dalmatians?
What?
No,
oh,
this is
right.
the
Yeah,
Meryl Streep
different,
one.
Okay,
different
so
movie.
we've made it back.
Just go
We're all
for Devil
together.
Wears
Hello.
Prada, not
Oh my god.
Cruella.
We're back.
Anywho,
What are we? We're meeting at this barn. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, we get caught up at the barn.
Okay, when we get there, and we're all there, including Renald, I'll unwild shape, and it's actually Artemis like climbs down off of Barnabas' shoulder, and unwild shapes.
Okay.
I'm having a
Oh, I
moment.
thought
Stop
you did it,
laughing.
like right on my
just
shoulder.
crushes
Like-
him.
She wild shapes on top of him and then calls out chicken
No.
fight.
Oh, beautiful.
No. She's back to her shape. She pulls out Snøfrid's hair, and she's clearly not well, and she looks up at whoever is in front of her and says, "Estelle the Green. They can help us. They can help us bring Snøfrid back."
Good.
Who is that?
Where can we find them?
I don't know, but they're to the southeast, southwest of the city. I guess.
Southwest.
They're just beyond the cities to the southwest. Apparently this may cost something, but I think it's worth it.
All right, let's go.
Very well, let us go.
Yes.
All right, what's the plan on getting out of the city?
We leave.
With our legs, I assume.
We did the general leg movement.
They got the man responsible. We're fine.
I think I will re-wild shape.
Coward.
Just mouse down. No. No, smart. Yes. And I don't know, sit in someone's pocket or something.
Okay. And you make your way out of the city. I'm assuming the rest of you kind of have your hoods up a little bit, kind of trying to maintain at least somewhat of a low profile on your way out of here.
Yeah, I think what we would do, or at least Renald would, hoods up, like just trying to simply leave the city. But if it looks like there's a checkpoint or they're stopping anyone or even watching the entrance, like without, beyond just the normal lookout, then we would come up with a plan.
It doesn't look like anything is on high alert.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Then,
That's surprising.
I mean, Renald is super antsy about this, but yeah, they just walk out of the city.
Okay. You start making your way out of the city, hoods up. There's maybe a bit of a crowd making their way out of the city in general, just going about regular day-to-day merchant travel. And you blend in well enough with them to not get stopped or anything like that.
All right.
And you make your way into the forest. Down to the southwest, you start making your way in the direction of Estelle the Green. Following the directions that Eloise's sister gave you, you find yourselves ending up in a clearing in the woods. It's about, I think I said it was about a 5-mile journey, so it doesn't take you too long to get there. In this clearing, you can see patches of luminous mushrooms scattered about around this small thatched hut. A small garden rests beside the eastern wall of the house, and fireflies dance by the cobblestone path.
Artemis is just approaching. I mean, perception, I guess, to see if anything would look like it could, I don't know, transform and attack. Like, are there any kind of, is there any kind of security to this area, or can we just walk in?
Are there any topiaries?
Yeah.
Will they come to life and attack us?
Dragon?
Any shifty-looking ivy anywhere?
Any sort of viney dragon?
You can make me perception checks. Sure.
Yeah, I have a 16.
A 16 perception check?
Yes.
So yeah, this is a relatively large clearing. It's probably maybe about a 50-foot diameter all the way across. And like I said, you can see those luminous mushrooms kind of popping up in the small garden on the side of the hut. But there doesn't seem to be like any topiaries or any scarecrows that are kind of dotted about. It just seems like a hut that has been displaced into the center of the woods here.
Okay. Follow-up question. Nature check on these mushrooms that you've now mentioned several times.
Sure.
21.
So it does seem maybe a little bit odd that these particular mushrooms are glowing. I'm not a mushroom expert, so I'm not going to tell you what kind of mushroom they are, but they are like relatively small purple mushrooms that are glowing from within. Naturally, it doesn't make sense for them to be glowing, but perhaps an Arcana check could tell you, and I'll maybe just give it to Barnabus based off of his general knowledge. Like, it just seems to be some semblance of a residual magic. They don't seem to be doing anything other than glowing.
Okay. Valid. Wanted to check. Then yeah, Artemis is approaching the door.
Okay.
And knocks.
So you knock on the door, and you hear, like, maybe a little bit of a clatter coming from inside. Before you hear someone say, "Go away!"
No, please. Please.
No!
No.
I'm desperate. I please, we need your help.
Nope, not looking to help. You can go.
I was recommended your assistance by a Landrill Nightingale
What do you want?
to get my friend back.
So, as you say that, you hear the clicking of several latches before the door opens. And as it swings open, standing before you is the face of Themis.
Oh,
Saw that coming. Could put money on it.
Yeah. Immediate tears.
I don't
Why?
know who that is.
You don't. That's true.
Just like, it's not like a full reaction, but just like water wells to her eyes and then drips like down her cheek. Like, you know when you're not doing okay and you've kind of been holding it in all day and someone goes, "Hey, are you okay?" And you
And
try
just
to
crack.
say, "Yes, I'm fine," but you're crying. One of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I
get
understand. I'm
Yeah.
going to scream and point my staff at Themis.
Wow! I thought you said you wanted help. Jesus!
Barnabus, what are you doing?
I mean, not
It's
Jesus.
Themis!
who is
Magic.
Themis?
Magic, yeah, magic. That works. Yeah, I can understand that.
What?
This is Themis. They took our friend Hesk and they had a dragon, and a clockwork dragon, and that's why we came here. And then we got caught up with this thing, and they're Snøfrid's dead.
So as you say Themis, she just instantly puts her hand on the bridge of her nose. No, that's not me. That's my sister.
See?
Your,
Just put the wand down.
your sister?
Do you want to come in, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Right,
Before we get
alright.
the scene change, can we there just be like a pause right after you want to come in? Be like, yeah, your sister sucks.
Yeah, basically. That's the first thing Leo says as he passes the threshold of your house.
So you make your way into Themis's house, and it is kind of a mess. Themis maybe had a lot of clutter, but she was at least somewhat organized. This seems to have no organization whatsoever. You can see that there are pots and pans like in the bedroom, which the door is just kind of hanging open. There's a bunch of...
A lot of mac and cheese.
There's a stew boiling on the stove that kind of seems like it's overboiling a little bit. And Renald, that instantly catches your eye, and you can kind of smell it burning. Like right as it's starting to burn, you can instantly tell. And there is just...
You know what? I'll take care of it. Cut off.
Boots over to the side, just kind of tossed into the corner of the room. And she kind of like clears off a dusty couch and gestures for you to sit. Yeah, it just hands on the couch, throwing a bunch of stuff off of it.
Just rakes it, throws it all into the ground. That was a lot of mac and cheese you just spilled. I'm gonna go take care of your soup.
All right. So, you said you want your friend back?
A little oregano. Do you have chives?
Yeah, check the garden.
Okay.
Artemis pulls out the hair and looks at it and then looks up at not Themis. And before she speaks, she goes, "What's your name so I don't call you by your sister's name?"
It's Estelle.
Estelle.
Estelle the Green.
Right, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
She kind of takes the hair from you.
This is the only thing left we have of her. And I just want her back. It's my fault. And I don't know what to do.
Don't cry.
Is crying.
I don't know where, but she looks over to Leo and Barnabus. I don't really know her, so she's looking to you to like comfort her because she has no idea what to do.
I think you do know what to do.
I mean, yeah. Well, that's gonna take a minute, and I kind of need that cauldron the stew's in.
Renald's got that.
Do you have paprika?
Check under the bed.
Wow, the fact that none of my friends are willing to console me says something.
I do not know you that well. I am looking to cook some stew.
I'm not saying that out loud. I'm just saying Artemis notices that.
I mean, Artemis needs to be consoled because she's outwardly grieving. But it doesn't mean that Barnabas and Leo aren't
valid.
Also grieving. So I don't know what they would say to you.
Yeah. Leo does look at you and gives you, I guess, a look of pity, but that's as far.
Noted. Noted.
Pity?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, grieving takes a lot of energy, and we just expended a lot of energy just being ramshackle fools running through the city trying to figure out what to do, and now we're here, and we just
all
have
valid,
no other
just
thoughts.
Noted.
Story beats.
Mm-hmm.
So I can bring her back, but well, there's a kind of a little bit of a cost in a couple of ways. First, well, you gave me the first cost, which is just a part of your friend's physical body. So that's one thing. The second thing is that I'm gonna need something important to them, so that we can call her spirit back down here. And then, thirdly, I'll need something of great value to, one of you that we can give up in exchange for the soul. And then, of course, there's my fee.
And your fee is...
What's your fee?
Well... She kind of looks at you, Artemis, with tears, like, still kind of running down the sides of your face.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, what's been going on with my sister?
I don't know, she's been trying to steal the souls of children to power I don't know, this dragon and then flew off with our friend and
Not trying.
succeeding.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
What a rascal.
Well,
Is this fresh? He comes around holding up just a frog.
I think... Yeah.
It was the one near the back of the cabinet, but I don't know how your organization.
Oh, no, that one's not fresh. The
Okay.
fresh ones are in the front.
You just see him throw it.
Just
Can we get a
skirting down the wall.
frog hitting a pane glass window sound effect entered in now?
Yeah, so is she still in league with that chaos?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's upsetting. Right. Do you know where she is?
The waste.
Well, which ways? The Ashlands or the Fetid?
Ashland. Right in your neck of the woods.
All right. So you've clearly had an unfortunate run-in with her.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where our other buddy is.
So we get this pro bono for the family trouble?
Not quite, but I'm sure you'll be happy with my cost, with my fee.
And that would be?
Get her out of the grip of chaos?
Ah, that's pretty steep. Can you settle for kill?
No.
Ah.
Is there
She's
a way that
crazy. She's crazy, but I don't want her dead.
What were you
I
gonna
mean,
say
so what?
No, they're sisters, all right.
What? I mean, so can she be swayed away from chaos, or like, do you have anything that we could potentially tell her, or where this may have started?
Well, I used to be a part of her coven. It was 3 of us, myself, Themis, and Granny Gertrude. But when chaos came along and started, I don't know, swaying them, I left. I didn't really want any part of that.
Yeah,
The gods are
understandable.
just kind of a bit much for me personally. We did a lot of things that I'm trying to kind of atone for.
Oh,
Ah,
You're on
personal
your little-
responsibility. That's good.
own little My Name's Earl show going on here for Estelle the Green. My
name's
name's
Estelle.
Okay.
All right. So
I mean, could we
we're gonna be
could
looking
we
for her anyway.
trouble you to come with us and maybe Granny as well? I mean, we're well, now 4 strangers, but soon to be 5, hopefully, with your help, trying to appeal to Themis. We have no real connection to them. If your sister is in a cult or facing some sort of I don't know, trouble, the only appeal that they're going to listen to is an appeal from loved ones and family.
I don't know if my presence is really gonna help all that much. We did not part on good terms. In fact, I think my presence there might hinder any conversation you might have with her. But I could give you some information. She is very much the type to be lured in by power. That's kind of what chaos offered her, was a bigger amount of power. Even without a coven, she could raise her abilities even stronger than they already were. Now, if you could show in some way that chaos is either tricking her or using her or even just not giving her what chaos was actually offering, then perhaps she would be more inclined to think on her own.
So appeal to the ego. Okay. I can't guarantee it'll work, but we'll try.
As far as I know, she doesn't really love the whole, killing of children. She likes to take them and make them into hex bloods and things like that, but she doesn't really
I don't know what you said in there was a pro.
It's not building a case.
Oh my god.
I don't like to kill the children. I just like to kidnap them.
Oh my god. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I did kidnap your child for a week. Yes, I did teach them karate. You're welcome.
Public service. It's fine.
It's a public service. This is my brother.
It's like a
Hello.
PAL league.
He agrees it's a good thing.
My
Yes.
name's Chaos.
That's a name you can trust.
Oh my god. Sorry,
You can
Casey.
call me Sensei Chaos.
All right.
Alright, let's get back to it.
Funny.
Sorry.
All right. Yeah, we'll do what we can. Can't guarantee it, but we'll do what we can. You said you needed personal item of hers, right?
Yeah, something that can call her spirit back.
I think I have her code sphere.
You do, yeah, there it is.
Great. Now I just need one more thing, something that is going to be offered in exchange for the spirit.
How important does it need to be?
And does that have to relate to her?
Well, it needs to be something of incredible value to whoever's giving it up.
I pull out my bag of furniture.
I
Oh my god.
I
No, you can't.
wait,
That's
wait,
too
wait,
valuable.
wait. I got it. I'll give you my left eye.
Whoa.
That's,
Not your.
that could possibly be good.
I don't know what kind of sense of humor that the gods have, but I think an eye for an eye seems pretty fair.
That's so good. That's really good, Seth. I really appreciate it.
I'll give you my star map.
that I can guarantee. I can feel the connection between you and it.
I mean,
But
if you really poke my eye, you could
I
probably
don't
feel
need
the
one
connection.
thing from everybody. I just need one thing.
Yeah.
But I
Just
want something
one.
that would work.
Uh-huh.
I'll do you one better. And Leo chose not to sit when offered a seat. I was just gonna stand over next to the cauldron, pat his chest, and say, "All right, so what do we do?
What?
Life for a life.
What?
Chop chop."
Leo. Leo.
You are not getting in my
I
stew.
was when Hesk was taken by Thames in the first place. It was to get me out. When Snøfrid was going to climb up the tree, I was also one of the original choices to go. This is my decision.
Leo, you weren't a choice to go.
It was my decision. I offered to go up originally,
But you didn't go.
and I know I didn't go. And the fact that I didn't go is why she's not here now.
Leah, you cannot torture yourself with things like this. The what haves, the what ifs.
Well, I can get another star map. This is important because it's something from my mentor and it means a lot to me, but I can replace it. I can find something else that will work for me.
And you can find something else that works for you, namely Snøfrid.
Leo, we're not gonna let you die. That's not gonna happen. We just went through all this to save Snøfrid.
If you want to make it up to Snøfrid, you can do it in a way while you're alive.
She is capable of more than I will ever be able to do.
But she'll be more capable with you by her side when she's back.
In what way? You guys all are capable of such incredible things. I have magic literally flowing through my veins, and all I can do is shoot arrows and hit things with a sword really hard so often.
But that doesn't mean that that's not an untapped potential.
So let me be the tap then.
That's not what I'm saying.
I think if people are from Renald would come in now from the kitchen and he would look at you, Leo, and he has almost like an angry expression on his face right now. He's like, Leo, you are going through grief right now, and you are not thinking straight. Do you think for a moment, even if it brought them back, Snøfrid would want that of you? Think of it, if you were in the other direction, would you want Snøfrid's death to be your life? I have seen you all, even the horse, for a shorter period of time than the rest of you, and you would all give everything for each other and would expect nothing in return. The extent you are going for a friend who is gone, and I'm not even talking about the one we are trying to bring back now, is staggering to me. I have never seen such foolishness in my life, and yet it is compelling beyond belief. And it has made me act even today out of character. So that is why I call you out. Stop acting out of character. Know your friends and what they want.
I just want them to be safe is all.
I think Renald
Leo-
comes forward and just
Leo
embraces.
starts just crumpling in on himself.
Renald embraces Leo, which is also out of
Artemis-
character for him. Yeah.
Artemis definitely hugs Leo.
And he just-
definitely.
Cracks and just erupts into like gross sobbing.
Yeah, this is a group hug moment.
Like
right
full
here.
on
Group
like
hug.
snot coming out of his nose.
Yeah.
Just like no holds
that is
barred.
Ugly
I am
cry.
a 30 man, but this is a lot.
It's okay, buddy. Basically, my whole wardrobe is a handkerchief. You're okay.
Not mine. I have one shirt.
Oh no.
Oh my god, Renald like worms his way out of the hug and everyone else is
Yeah,
still...
Renald gets out of there.
And we were just like a cuddle puddle of just weeping sad young
Yes.
adults.
If Renald just goes back to cooking, that's how he grieves.
Really good, Sky. That was really good.
Thank you.
Take a Sethspiration.
This is worthless.
Hey, but you got it. Hey.
Artemis removes her necklace and hands it to Estelle.
Estelle takes it, holds on to it, definitely feeling that connection between you and it.
Oh, one more thing. There's one more cost to my fee.
Yes.
A fine print. Always read it.
I need that guy's left shoe.
My plan.
No! I thought I
have
got
the
away.
same set, and I'm missing one. I couldn't find it, even with all this organization.
You guys hear a window shoot open as Renald starts to run.
A bonus action
guess
dash.
one person.
Grab him by the leg.
You guys tackled. There's a whole scene of you guys tackling, and then it just cuts to all of us sitting on the couch as Renald without a shoe, visibly upset.
I won't lie, Renald. It did seem personal, but it's our friend.
I gave a whole speech and everything.
I know. I appreciate you talking me down, buddy.
Shut up.
Oh, say it.
I hate you, Casey. I can't believe you remembered to.
10 out of 10.
What will you drink from now?
His right shoe.
Oh my god. We're not in a city anymore. I can't get another one. Okay.
So Estelle sets up this ritual. She gets the stew out of the pot, giving everybody a portion of it as she gets the ritual ready. And slowly she starts mixing ingredients into this cauldron and heating it up. And as she gets ready for the main portion of the ritual to start, she asks for everybody to join hands around the cauldron.
Easy.
Now, I'm gonna need everyone to think of Snøfrid. And I'm sorry?
Snøfrid.
Snøfrid.
Snøfrid. I'm gonna need everyone to
Snøfrid's closer.
This with the umlaut, yeah.
think of your fondest memories of this Snøfrid and call out to her.
What the bear? What the bear?
Water bear.
An audience, I need you to start
bear.
chanting water bear too. Everybody clap
Water
your hands.
bear.
Bear.
Water
Water bear. Water bear. Water bear. Water bear.
And she puts in the hair to the cauldron. She grabs the star map and holds it over the cauldron in her hand and slowly dips her hand into the cauldron with the star map still in her palm. And then she takes the code sphere and holds it out over the cauldron. It says,
Snøfrid of Åsbrush, I call upon you to come back, return to the land of the living. Come back for a second chance. Come back for your friends who miss you. Come back and join us here.
and the cauldron starts bubbling faster and faster. She pulls her hand out of the cauldron without the star map, and the cauldron bubbles, and then slowly rising from the cauldron is the head of Snøfrid. Although it looks slightly different.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Oh, no.
As she comes out of the cauldron,
Do we get the wrong one?
two long horns protrude out of her head, spinning around to the sides like a horned crown.
Ooh.
However, she still, other than that, appears as a centaur. And for you, Jonas,
Oh.
you are a hexblood.
Oh, I'm also a hexblood. Oh yeah, that's so cool.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know what that is, and I'm
Oh, that's way cooler than reincarnation.
I'm gonna go die. I'm gonna be a hexblood too. Get another star map, quick!
wait. Do I get another set of horns if I become a hexblood? We gotta find out.
I
No,
thought
you
should've
get a centaur
sacrificed
body.
I thought
Yeah.
you were going for like a tiefling route, like Snøfrid just comes back as tiefling.
I thought I was really
Artemis
gonna be a
came in.
minotaur.
And then I was like, no, I was like, if I gave the eye, then would you become a beholder?
Be not
Please.
afraid.
Be not afraid.
I am here to help. Bear.
How many hit points do I have?
You are back at, we'll say half.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Can you say one?
Sure, at one.
Okay, I trip over and break my neck.
No!
Hexblood times two.
Hexier blood.
And Snøfrid is back.
Upon seeing Snøfrid, Artemis immediately hugs her.
How big is this cauldron?
Big enough to
so
fit a
it
horse.
is. No, it's not. You
Oh,
are
no.
like climbing out of it, almost as if like there were a hole in the bottom to fit the rest of your body through the floor. But you are slowly climbing out of this. It's still a relatively
Oh.
big cauldron, maybe about
Okay.
I don't know,
It's
Renald-
unsettling.
in
A little bit.
3 feet in diameter.
Okay.
Renald
Oh,
quickly
geez.
grabs
So I-
the blanket to wrap Snøfrid in.
I
Are you wet? Are you wet?
Yeah.
I assume I'm wet and naked.
Oh God.
Your clothes, give them to me.
Yeah, Artemis is hugging you.
I hug
holding you.
I hug you and
It's a
I like-
centaur, everyone.
I'm
It's a
very
centaur.
confused, so I bring my head in and bonk you with my new horns.
Ow!
Ooh, sorry.
Artemis just hellish rebuke.
No!
You killed her twice, Artemis.
Renald is just shaking Stella's hand and be like, oh, it's a great operation.
Yeah,
Real
thank
proud.
you.
6 feet,
you,
2,000 pounds.
I wave at Leo to come over and join the hug.
I like full sprint, like dive into Snøfrid's arms, like a kid and his mom.
I hold my hand out in front of his to like stop him, and I'm not wearing my bracers right now, so I'm not very strong. So I actually just get I don't stop him from joining the hug, but then I pat the back of his head and I say, if Renald hadn't talked you down, I would be punching you right now. Come here, buddy. And then I like pull him in and like nuzzle his. I waved to Barnabus and I waved to Renald.
Oh yeah. I got your coat sphere. I got your book.
No,
I
come
got your
give me a
pack.
hug.
Oh right, okay.
I've been dead for 18 hours. Feels like forever.
I know, but the shock was really bad. So this is just This has just been a day, right? It's just been a day.
Yeah.
It'll eventually come to me. I'll understand.
Does Renald join the hug?
Renald doesn't. Renald would bring you a cup of soup and just simply be like, "It's good to see you."
I understand that Renald does not want to be touched, and I accept this. I think Snøfrid's like just really spacey in general, and is like cracking jokes, but is like also a little bit like dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Kind of
Yeah.
approaching with some of the gallows humor.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah. What a time.
Eventually, when I have a shirt on, I look at Estelle and I say, "Thank you very much. What's with the horns?"
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you were told about the side effects of coming back. So you're,
Who would have told me other than you?
not you. I was talking to Artemis here.
Who would have told her? You're the only one in the room. Who knows?
Well, she said she was sent here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've been dead, so I don't know.
but they didn't tell me what cost or anything. They just said to come.
Yeah, so, you're not quite just a centaur anymore. You are also, I guess, like, intrinsically bound to me, in a way. Not like anything weird or anything like that, but,
Sure, yeah. Couldn't be weird.
Wait,
So you're like, a hex blood now?
I have hexes in my blood?
Kind of. You're kind of part
That sounds cool.
hag-ish.
Hexagon
What?
is superior shape. Part
Wait.
hag. Ooh.
but what does that mean exactly?
Well, it kind of depends on the individual. Sometimes the individual will like lose some of what they were and become more like me.
And she smiles this gross, toothy grin.
And sometimes they just keep the majority of their own attributes.
Just thinking of like a worm crawling in and out of like a hole in a teeth.
I can't. I can cast disguise self now, but I have to keep the same basic arrangement of limbs. So like, what else can I even be?
A mantis,
A praying mantis, a person riding a horse.
a wagon. With a horse
Goro
pulling
from
it.
Mortal Kombat.
Really, any insect.
So, Jonas, for your
Person pulling
for
a
your
cart.
sake here, with the way Hexblood works, I believe it's either you take the Hexblood stuff and you lose some of your Centaur abilities, or you keep the Centaur abilities. I'll let you kind of pick and choose to replace some. Like,
Sure.
have there be some, like, you maintain some and not all.
Yeah. Honestly, the abilities on Centaur, I don't care that much about. I don't have my gauntlets anyway either. So
True.
I can't. It's not worth it anymore.
Yeah.
It's a brief period of time where I was incredibly strong.
Yeah.
It's okay, we'll just have a workout montage.
yeah, I guess I
montage.
couldn't have shimmied off your leg warmers.
Yeah.
Your dead body.
Oh
That's
yeah,
poor taste.
those are.
Quick,
gone,
Artemis,
aren't
help me
they?
get the boots. Oh no.
The only thing from being a centaur I really care about is the carrying capacity thing.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I don't mind you just holding on to that, because your body is technically the same.
Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, if you're
I'm fine. If that's the only thing you want to hold on to, I'm okay with that.
I know everyone's attention is on Snøfrid right now, but if there's a moment where Renald feels like they could get a word into Snøfrid semi-alone, or just like, pass a word in next to them without anybody else really hearing, he would, if a moment like that exists.
Why not?
We can make it exist.
Go for
it. I mean-
Bubba.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, so just while like general chatter is happening and whatnot, Renald kind of sidles up next to you, Snøfrid, and is just like, "It's good you are back. I have something for you. No, I do not know if you want it anymore." And he pulls out the pin of your order.
Oh,
They have thrown you at the wayside, but, I mean, faith is a funny thing.
I take the pin and just look at it for a long time.
Oh, and I have one more thing for you as well. And he, of course you all can be trusted, but Renald is not the type to just outright trust people. As you said earlier, like he was already acting today way different than he normally does. And he pulls out Marok's journal, still like wrapped up from the evidence locker. And he's like, I managed to take this off of your friend. Well, your boss, former boss. By the way, he was incarcerated, and I don't think he's getting out anytime soon.
I think Snøfrid recognizes the journal, and her face gets like so bright and giant smile. And even though Renald doesn't like to be hugged, Snøfrid will grab him and like swing him around like a kid. Like, wow, you clever little man.
I'm a little man. Oh God! Oh!
and then like gently put you down and be like, that was a very good idea. And I will.
I'm dizzy. Give me a second.
If you offer it to me, I will tuck the journal away for now. But
he offers it to you, but like holds on to it for like just a second there, and he's just simply, you cannot trust these people anymore. They will see it as you are the reason for his incarceration. They will not see it the other way.
I understand.
And then he like lets go of the journal and lets you have it.
Thank you, Renald.
Anywho, hoity. And he goes off and cooks again.
So Estelle offers for all of you to stay for a long rest here, as you haven't really had the chance to since Snøfrid fell out of the tree. And I don't know if there's any other scenes that anybody wants to do here at this moment or during this rest.
There's one. Artemis, real quick, we'll go up to Snøfrid. It was me. I was trying to catch you, and I it was too good, I guess, and I'm sorry.
As soon as Artemis starts stammering, Snøfrid just immediately, like, again, like, puts hands on her shoulders and like pulls her into a hug, and holds her for a little bit, and then Snøfrid says, "I knew you would catch me."
You can make me cry.
Even if it took a little bit longer.
Take a sky inspiration.
Now we gotta go catch Hesk.
Yo, gosh, that feels like forever ago. Oh, that changed. Okay, yeah. So let's just like, I'm like a little bit kind of jittery, so let's take a nap, and maybe like sleep for 16 hours, and then just have like a super big breakfast. Hey, Estelle.
Yeah?
Do you have any like, do you? I don't know how you. I know you're magic. Do you have like spell scrolls of any kind?
I don't really keep traditional magic around.
I really need to learn how to.
Sorry, keep going.
I really need
Actually,
to
no,
learn
I would interrupt. Hey, have you ever seen one of these? And I reach into, I think, Barnabas's bag, and I pull out the toad.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, enough of you. And I shift back.
Ow. Yeah, they're like code toads, I think.
Code toad!
And what
Renald
a name for them.
Smashes his head into the door frame until we have to revivify him.
Yeah, Themis had a thing for them.
He just has really weird taste.
Can you help us?
Do you know what this one is translating? Or coding?
Well, I'm not quite sure. She made this one after I left. It's probably Chaos's doing, but should you convince her to leave Chaos, she might be able to just tell you what it is.
Not before I kill that frog.
And I get on my knees. I go over to Estelle. Could you just give us a freaking clue? I travel it around with it in my backpack. I hear it in my dreams.
Renald like wrapped his arms around Barnabas and slowly tracked away. Let's go learn how to make an omelet.
Whole episode, I sang the Banana Boat
It's
song
okay, buddy.
for 16 hours.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get you help.
Losing my goddamn mind here.
Go to sleep. You just hear from the other room. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Can you take it out again?
Pop it out. Dump it on the ground.
Yep.
1IWTPIT. Yeah, okay, it's kind of coming back to me. She liked to use the same first phrase a lot.
You gotta get a code toad manager. That's a security risk.
She uses a lot of the same passwords.
Just different capitalizations, an exclamation point every so often. I get you.
I'm taking a shot here. I might have one or two of them wrong, but I welcome those productive in thinking. 1IWTPIT. Yeah, no, that wasn't it. Something like that though. It's been a while.
I welcome those productive in thinking. Okay. All right.
Welcome those powerful in thought.
1IWTPIT.
I welcome those progressive in thought.
Just go through all the P words and all the T words. There can't be that many combinations.
I wabash those.
I wumbo those.
Wasabi.
I
Wumbo those. Who's the she wumbos? We all wumbo Themis.
Powerful in...
Just the dragon up to the side.
It's all good. It's performative. Icon can't sue.
All right.
I guess last thing before we move on is there any string or any remains of that necklace in the pot, or is the whole thing gone?
The whole thing is gone.
Okay, that's fair. Because I wasn't sure if it was like the rock itself, like the map itself, or the string attached to it. The whole thing.
So you all take your long rest here in Estelle's hut. And waking up the next morning, she is burning breakfast.
No. Renald runs in there.
What?
No, you are burning it.
Breakfast.
No, breakfast should not be black. It should be
You
delicious,
gotta
color,
get the
warm.
char. It's a char.
I am going to teach you how to properly cook this. What is this? Is
Hey,
this
so-
bark? Why are you
I think
cooking
that's
bark?
turkey bacon.
It's got a
No.
lot of good fiber.
So you might as well be eating bark.
I'm
Hey,
just
bro.
gonna go through your pantry here to see if you have a jar of that inspiration. See, we have we.
All I
kinda
got is
need some-
inspiration.
No, I'd like some inspiration.
No, just the
So while we're still here, I would like to basically to get another star map. I need to perform like an hour ceremony to magically recreate one, or I'm sorry, magically create a replacement. I'm curious if Estelle would have maybe a book or something on stars or something to use as a base.
yeah, it's somewhere around here.
I have a thing.
Oh, you have a
it's
thing.
It's pushing it a little bit, but
That's okay.
you're gonna love it. As you're like sitting down and you're like asked about the Book of Stars, where's my Barnabus? Where's my bag go? Gosh, everything feels weird even though it's the same.
It's on your back, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I dig around and I pull out the little projection capsule that I made. And I come over and I flick it on and it shows your favorite constellation. And I through and it doesn't have like everything, but it's got like a starting
No, but it's magical. Will this suffice, Casey? Would you allow that to suffice?
I'll allow it. I like it.
Oh, that's so cute. Artemis takes this projector and she'll perform a ceremony to make it a star map, which would be cute if the magic infused into it would allow it to project her star map, like not quite like the previous one, but like a more like techie version of it.
Yeah, I like that.
Am I cute?
Yeah, I like
Okay.
that.
How big is it, Snøfrid?
Oh, it was like
Like palm
maybe-
sized?
yeah, it's like a compass size, I think.
Oh my god. That's like perfect. That's pretty much what her necklace was.
There we go.
So she takes a string and puts it on it and puts it on her neck.
All right.
At the end of the ceremony, of course.
So, not to kick you out or anything, but Artemis, you kind of just took over my whole living room for that ceremony thing that you did, and I got shit to do. So,
Completely valid. I thought I would have gone outside, but in the living room is perfect.
It's perfect.
Perfect.
So, Renald, the spices go in the soup?
They go in the soup. You do not
They
want to
don't go
use
in
too
the flame.
Look, for you, normally more is less. For you, though, less is definitely going to be more. I can already just tell.
All right,
No,
so
they do not go
whole-
into the flame.
You don't unscrew the whole cap and just...
No.
dump it.
You keep the cap on. Those what those little holes are for.
But how do I get this?
Okay,
But that's
watch.
not enough. It goes slow.
He holds it up and then he tips it over and it gently falls out. Huh?
That's slow. I'm a
No.
busy woman.
I know you're busy, but just watch. And then he moves it up and down and it increases the flow.
Ah.
Ah.
All right, get out of my house.
Fair. Leave. A+.
All right, so you all continue your journey down south towards the Ashland Wastes and hopefully towards Hesk. And it's a several-day journey down to get down to where the Ashland Wastes start. By the third day on your journey, what you notice is that there is an abrupt end to the forest. The tree line doesn't gradually end, but rather halts in a line both east and west. The grass here is also extremely patchy, as little sprouts of life are struggling to poke their way through the hard, packed dirt. Progressing forwards along the path, you see that there is a small tower outpost, and as you get closer, you can see the gorge that separates the wastes from the rest of Varlumis. This massive 400-foot wide fissure is daunting, to say the least. But eventually you reach the outpost, where there are several knights wearing red and white uniforms with 2 cupped hands of gold emblazoned on their chests, this symbol of preservation.
Wow. I believe I've gotten to this point before.
You have.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yep. The same feeling I had last time.
I feel invincible.
Of course you do. You're dead.
Well,
I'm not giving up another star map for you, though, so you better stay alive this time, okay?
Okay.
I'll try to make sure it's not me that does it this time, either.
I hold up my Zapier and I just like wobble it around like I'm faking. I'm gonna stab myself and then I accidentally like bonk myself in the head. Oh, ow.
I whispered to Snøfrid, I still got both eyes, buddy. You're good.
So do you approach these knights?
Yes, I imagine we do, yeah?
Rock and roll.
All right, you approach the knights, and they are pretty actually cooperative with you. They ask for your purpose in crossing over to the wastes, and don't seem to bar your entry in any way. What answer do you give them for your purpose?
Renald calls out, "We are scrapping. We know it is dangerous, but we do what we must."
Yeah, I like scrapping things.
yeah. We got something real big to scrap in there.
You do realize that this is going to be a one-way trip for you, yes?
What?
I wouldn't say so.
That's how it works. No plants grow on the other side of the waste, and food out there will be scarce. There are plenty of criminals, though, who have survived off of cannibalism and things of that nature. However, this bridge here, and he points to a very rickety-looking bridge that spans that 400-foot gap, is the only way across. Preservation's magic has been set up to prevent any flight out of the Ashland Wastes. We use this as a prison. If you wish to go in and deal with the situation out there, that is fine. We don't prevent scrappers who wish to go about their business in there. However, we will not let people out.
Wait, how do scrappers get out?
They don't.
They don't.
They don't go in there to scrap. They go in there to, I guess, wallow and enjoy the destruction of the cataclysm where it all started.
We just see a guy running by nude
Woo!
with torches.
Woo!
Woo!
Let's go! Destruction
We just see him up far on the other side, like very small distance, like 3 dudes just jump on him, just drag him away. Woo!
Attica!
All the same to me.
We've come back from worse odds. Unlike everyone else going in, we have something worth fighting for. So,
Of course my life would end up here.
What are you,
Renald.
what are you gonna do when we walk out of there?
We will prevent any exit, even if it means destroying the bridge.
But you know that we're not criminals because we're just walking in. So when you see us again, you should know we're good.
Yeah, what they said.
The guard changes.
No, they'll be fine, because we'll have change on our side.
Okay, just wait for you. Just camp out the other side of the bridge.
So when will you be back on shift?
5 years. It's my last day.
Enjoying a healthy, hearty retirement.
Casey, why are you flicking us off? You don't need to do that. It's an audio podcast.
Both hands, too.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Where did you get that third hand from?
Oh no!
I borrowed Caitlin.
Okay, look, whatever. We've been through worse, right?
Yeah,
Right.
and I don't need a bridge.
Artemis is kind of like cringing.
I got a broom.
I put
Oh,
hands
yeah.
on Barnabas and Artemis's shoulders. Not like strongly, but just like I pat.
Mm-hmm.
That feels
And I start walking forward.
Renald calls from halfway down the bridge. You guys coming?
Eat. I get on my broom and I cross and I flick off the guard, I guess.
Oh my god, does Barnabas also flick off the guard?
Yeah, the Barnabas uses one of their talents and flicks off the guard. And the guard looks at the ground. 3 days from retirement. 3 days from retirement.
Artemis looks at Leo. Are you going?
Yeah. It's time for a change.
She holds out her hand to you.
And I grab it.
Let's go.
There we
And they
go.
walk together.
So as you start walking across the bridge, it almost makes you question whether your quest is worth it or not. The
Mhm.
structure of this rope bridge is questionable at the very least, and looking down almost instantly gives you a sense of vertigo as you can't even see the bottom. One of the guards from the other side calls out to you, though, saying, "Don't worry! The bridge is reinforced with preservation's magic. It might look like it's going to fall apart, but it's sturdy." Stepping gingerly across the bridge as it sways in the breeze, it manages to hold firm, and eventually you make your way over to the solid ground on the other side.
I'm gonna add one little detail.
Sure.
As Snøfrid is marching across the bridge, we get like a medium shot, and the watchful eye pin is back on her apron.
Oh.
Interesting. Ash puffs into the air with each of your footfalls as you take your first steps into the Ashland Wastes, and another step closer to Hesk. And that's where we'll end the season. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for listening. Does anyone have anything they would like to plug?
Self-love. Recognize your value.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
nice. That's a good
That's
plug.
nice. I'd like to
Emotional.
plug oppressive workspaces and toxic environments that you should definitely stay at for untold amounts of time. You should.
Hey, stop calling me out, Seth. Stop calling me out.
Pays the bill.
Stop calling me out. Job market's hard right now, okay?
Loops us back around to self-love.
Oh.
Recognize your value.
Oh shit, do my coworkers listen to this?
Cut it.
Cut the mic, cut the mic.
You can check me out over at Clickety Clackety RTA over on Twitch, where we stream every Wednesday. Well, I don't stream every Wednesday, but they do. Currently, Ben is running a series of one-shots, but I will be running a one-shot on October 12th, where RP Jesters is going to take over Clickety Clackety, and we're going to run through a one-shot. So check that out October 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Gosh, your enthusiasm after all that is amazing.
There's a happy ending.
I know, but just so much happened.
It's a lovely
Oh, yeah.
roller coaster.
So much happened. You know where else so much is happening? On my Twitch, twitch.tv/Majora's Rose. for all of that fun stuff. Yes, I need to sit.
Are you not sitting? Why are you standing?
Check out tintenseher.itch.io. Look at my games. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What an episode.
Just a nice little silent end. If you like the podcast, you can leave us
Why not leave a review
Oh, there we go.
on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever reviews are accepted? Or maybe send us an email, rpgestures@gmail.com. We have all our socials up. You can Zell me, you can Venmo, you can Patreon. No one. We don't have any
Can't
of those. in our
Patreon,
segment.
yeah.
No.
I have a
yeah.
Patreon.
Oh, Tintenseher has a
Oh.
Patreon.
It's not for the show, but you could give me money.
You got the
There's
coffee
no-
thing too,
there's
right?
no
You buy a
rewards.
coffee.
Only
I do.
money.
I have a Ko-Fi or a coffee or however it's supposed to be
there you
pronounced.
go.
Yeah, Ko-Fi.
Cool.
Yeah, get my
If
coffee.
you say, I think they do pronounce it coffee, but if you say that, no one understands. Like it just sounds like it just says coffee.
Drink.
It should be
Yeah.
linked to your like itch.io wink wink plug for
Oh.
itch.io, right? It's on your profile.
Yeah, it's on my. There's a link tree. You can see everything I do, everything I got.
They
Ah,
like
there you go.
frappuccinos, so more than $1.
That's an expensive one.
They'll also accept hot chocolate.
I'll accept
Bye,
this one.
everyone.
Oh,
Bye.
Bye.
I'll see you next season. It's a rock ending. You gotta belt it.